Hey, whew. So it's Sunday, and with the time change, it's morning time. Even though my body says, "Yeah, I don't think so." Um, it's spitting a little bit of snow out there today, which is a real bummer because, I mean, really, it's what May 9th to March 9th today. It's time to knock it off, man. But I live high elevations, and so get some snow this time of year. So, but anyway, I'm freezing, and I mentioned in a just a real quickie clip on just a little bit about me. One of the things I left out is I'm freaking old. I am older than freaking dirt, and that's pretty old. So I'm 63, so I'm freaking ancient, and I feel ancient. And, my body, like I said, it's been sick since I was 8, and actually, technically, a couple of the things were, like genetic. So sadly, I was actually born with them, but I didn't actually get sick, to where things started getting a little dicey until I was 8. So here I am now, 63, and my body is tired and weary and pain, and just like today, I just feel like complete. just and I do work from home, and that is a massive blessing because I don't know that I have the energy to be able to actually go out and drive, do a job. Just again, we're talking health reasons. But I still find myself on Sundays, I kind of get the Sunday blues, I was like, I'm start back to work tomorrow, regardless of, how much I like my job and love my patients and stuff. It's always still that little bit of the, yeah, the weekends go so freaking fast, and, the weekdays, I just take effing forever. Anyway, really not much going on today. I just was kind of one of the things that I like to do, well, really the main thing I like to do as a stress reliever for me. It helps take my mind off of feeling like total dirt and stressful, helps me to relieve stress when I get done with work and those kind of things, is to play my guitar. So you're going to see probably a lot of I'm not the best player in the world. Oh well. I don't do it for anybody else, really, honestly. I do it just because it's fun and it's relaxing. And, I've played out before, and I've played, in the past. I've played with groups and such. Right now, I haven't, simply because, well, I think more because I just haven't found anybody. But that's okay. I have perfectly fun time sometimes just sitting in my jammies playing my guitar, and it's funny because you do something that you really love like that, and all of a sudden the stress goes away and the pain goes away, and next thing you know, holy crap, 3 hours have gone by. How did that happen? And but that's okay. And my fingers, they'll kind of look a little bit like hamburger. You pressing on guitar strings for hours, and hours and hours. But I don't care. It's worth, get, anybody who's never played guitar, put one chord on and feel how much that hurts your fingers. And you'll realize that playing guitar ain't for sissies. Even when you develop calluses, yeah, that helps. Absolutely helps. But that doesn't mean that if you still don't play long enough, I have wicked calluses, wicked ones. But if I sit and I do it for a few hours, my fingers get a little sore. So what? It's worth it. Love it. There was somebody a few years back who played an upright bass, and they've got like wicked fat strings on them, you know. So, um, and they thought that it might be kind of neat to learn how to play guitar. And I said, oh, cool, you know, because I love anybody who wants to learn how to play guitar. I'm all over that, all over it. Because, you know, guitar is something that I've played coincidentally since I was around 8 or 9. Um, there's so much to unpack in my life, but I was, my mother decided to leave my father for a pedophile and bring him into our house. And so he, from age 8 until for a few years, he hurt me. And so for me, the guitar became kind of my lifeline. It became a place that I could go to get away, where I could sit. So I taught myself how to play. I never didn't have any formal lessons, or for that matter, my mother bought my older sister a guitar, and while she, you know, she'd play it, you know, learn a little here and there, but she was more interested, and she didn't want to break her nails or anything like that. And for me, I really didn't give two craps about that. So when she was at school or she was away, I'd grab the guitar and I'd start playing. I'm cold, by the way, which is why I'm wrapped up in a blanket. And so I taught myself how to play, and so the guitar kind of became my, just that place that I could go and just disappear for a while. And it has, and it's stayed that way my whole life. So I lean on it a lot. And but anyway, so this person decided, oh yeah, let's do this. All right, cool, you know. So I picked one of the easiest chords that there is, and I showed them how to do it, and you know what was what. They couldn't hold it on there. I don't even think their fingers were on the strings for 5 seconds before they were griping it hurt, and then they just didn't want to play guitar anymore, and that was the end of that. And I don't know. I just found that to be a little bit amusing, especially just, you know, with the relationship with that particular person, you know, making me feel like crap all the time. I just thought, wow. Anyway, so yeah. So I have a lot, you know, you can't make up this crap. I've thought about writing a book, because the stuff that's happened in my life is like, you just can't make this shit up. I'm sorry. I don't want to get into trouble with YouTube for saying any swear words or anything. So you just can't make this stuff up. So there's been a lot of stuff, and I've made, you know, of course, my share of mistakes, and just with the family dynamics and the abuse and all of that, and just the whole really awful family dynamics all the way right up through, you know, through adulthood, and through all the way through kind of the whole life. You know, it's left me with where trusting people is not something that I do very easily at all. And if you hurt me, then you hurt me. And it's hard for me to kind of, I don't know, deal with that, I guess. And I didn't, you know, I really suck at relationships sometimes, because I've chosen the wrong people all the time. And so it's just kind of been one of those things where, you know, life has been difficult, but at the same time, I am wonderfully blessed. And so even I remember years and years ago, a very close friend of mine, I was sick, having a bad flare with my Crohn's, and I remember she said to me, well, I'd rather be dead than go through what you have to go through. And it just really took me aback. And I said to her, what exactly choice do you think I have here? I don't have any choice. I cope with my disease. I cope with being sick, with being in pain, with just everything that goes along with having a disease. And in my case, it's just built up just with multiple things over the years that are never going to get better. There is no cure. There is not going to get any better. So no, I would rather live. Thank you. And even if it means that I have to go through pain and I have to go through feeling like crap, because I do. And it's obvious I do. I mean, look at me. You can tell I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I feel like total dirt. But that's just the way it is, and it's kind of always been that way. I very rarely get days when I feel okay to do stuff. And when I do get those days and it's like, hey, I feel pretty good, so I'll go and I'll try to do a bunch of stuff, and then holy crap, then I pay for that dearly, then I'm like really sick for several days. So although I work from home, my job can still be quite stressful because I am still dealing with very sick people, and it can be has an element of stress. So by the end of the week, I'm really tired, and I'm so the weekend just is never long enough for me. And in this particular role that I'm in, I can't take any time off right now. So it's just you just do the best that you can, and that's all you can do. And I know that it's hard, and I know that at this point nobody's watching these. Nobody's watching these. So if you're somebody that, or somebody that is a very ill person, that it profoundly has affected their life and will affect their life, and makes it so they, don't get to do a lot of stuff or go a lot of places, or meet people because of just the circumstance. I mean, it can be lonely, and it can be isolating, and cause depression and anxiety. And there's just a lot of stuff that goes along with having these types of illnesses that healthy people take for granted. And sometimes, there's a different, so there's healthy people and there's sick people. Healthy people have no freaking clue what it's like. They know what it's like to have, I had endometriosis and I felt, pretty bad for a while. Yeah, you did. And I'm really sorry you had that. But guess what? You had surgery and you've been fine ever since. Or maybe they just might get a cold once in a while. Or maybe they broke a finger, or, you know what I mean? They don't know what it's like to wake up one day and have a doctor say, you are never, ever going to get better. Ever. And, so they don't get it if you have to cancel plans, or if you can't, keep up with everything that they want to do. They don't get it, that things change sometimes suddenly, and that the sick person, I had to have, in, I guess it would have been in 1986, I got to the point where with my Crohn's disease and I almost died. So they had to do a really massive, huge surgery where they took a bunch of my intestines out and then kind of stuck the ends back together, basically, is what it is. But I had gotten down to about 90 pounds, and, they had me do my will and had me do all kinds of things before they would even do the surgery, because they didn't think I was going to make it off the table. And it took me a full year to recover from that surgery. And then I had 8 fabulous years of remission. I mean, I got tired a little more probably than, your average person, but I didn't have the pain or feel the, I wasn't thrown up and doing all the yuck, So I felt really good. And luckily, for me, that was kind of during my years of going through college and all of that. And I got huge into weightlifting. And I mean, I was just extremely active and really felt good. And then the remission ended, just like that. and then I never got it again. So it's just people don't understand that, and it's a shame. You get people who think you're faking it. They think that you're lazy, or they think that you just don't. I don't know. They're just really not nice people, and that's a shame, because all that does is cause the sick person to have that much more to carry, as if they didn't already have enough to carry. So, sick people don't have a clue what it's like to be healthy, and healthy people don't have a clue what it's like to be sick. So there's two completely different thought processes that go along with that. And, and neither person really kind of gets it. And, you don't get it until you've got it. It's when all of a sudden then they get sick, or, they're getting older and, oh, well, my back's starting to hurt. So I'm getting older. I can understand. Well, see, your back's supposed to start hurting at your age. It's not the same as, living an entire lifetime in and out of hospitals and sick and medications and painful tests, and it's nowhere near the same. But they don't get it, and that's okay. I mean, it is what it is, right? We can't make them get it. So if anybody who ends up watching any of these, if anybody ever does, would ever want to talk or share, or again, would like me to talk about anything specific, or do a particular content video on a particular topic, I'd like to hear from you to know about that. I'd like to hear about your story and how you cope. And for me, again, mine is music, and really just music is kind of how I cope. The rest of it is I just do the best I can and kind of wing it. Because again, you don't have any choice. You have to go through your day. And if stuff doesn't get done, it bugs me that I can't get it done, but I can't get it done. I can't make my body do what it can't do. And so that's really difficult sometimes with, man, I really need to, I don't know, I'll use an example. I really need to vacuum the house today. And then I get up and I feel like complete, and it's like, grief, I can't walk across the room, much less push the vacuum cleaner around the house. So it's just, there's just a lot of those type feelings. And especially, for me, I'm single, and I've had not good luck with relationships, really. And so I'm absolutely okay with being single, and so I have a pretty big house. It's actually a really big house for just me, and so there'll come a point when I'll sell it and I'll downsize and stuff. But for now, it's good. And me and my doggy and my cat, my bird. Because I can turn up my amp and my electric guitar and my music and my whatever as loud as I want to where the walls are literally rattling, and it doesn't make any difference because there's hardly anybody anywhere, really nearby that's going to hear it anyway. And so for me, I kind of like that. I think I would feel stifled if I had somebody like just on the other side of a wall, like in an apartment or something, where I couldn't really, dig on my music and stuff. That would be hard for me to give up. So anyway, I kind of went off on a tangent. I guess, like I said, today's just kind of the Sunday blues. I don't feel good. I just feel so tired, and I feel sick, and not looking forward to Mondays. I don't like Mondays very much. So not looking forward to the Monday. I don't know that I'll be doing a lot today, just simply because I don't feel very good. I got a couple of things on my list I'm going to try really hard to get done today. And then Otherwise, I'm just going to rest and take it easy because that's okay. And a lot of people, either they themselves feel guilty about that, or a loved one in the house will make them feel guilty about that. You're lazy, you're not doing anything, and that's not true. You are doing something. You're resting your body. Your body is ill. Your body is fighting, all the time. There's a battle going on inside of sick people's body 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time, even when you're asleep. It is exhausting. And so sometimes, there are times when it's almost every day, and there's times when it's not. You got to do what you got to do, and you're not doing nothing. You are doing what is necessary for you to rest your body. And I guess for me, I try to do things when I am in a position where, I can't really do anything today. I just got to lay on the couch. I try to do stuff that I like to do, whether it's, watching my favorite TV shows or movies, or read, or, bring my guitar in on the couch, or, and then it's going to start being more, I'm touching base, talking with you guys. And so you just got to do what you got to do, and that's okay. Sorry. Bailey, get off me, please. I know. You're a good boy, but you. Okay, we're going to fight. I need you to go lay down, please. Thank you. Very good. He's a very good dog. I just say please even, and he just knows. He's just a very big boy. He doesn't realize that jostling me around and stuff like that is unpleasant and painful sometimes. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. And I don't even know. You know what? I'm going to cancel this. This isn't. It's hard to open up and be vulnerable, especially when I'm talking to probably nobody. I don't know. So, and I don't want to start crying on here, so I'm going to wrap this up. And I hope that everyone has a good day. Peace.